Yeah, that's better. You can get it. Marvelous.
Yo, what's good? Welcome back to the channel, y'all. And look. Y'all see the title. The East has finally made a tier list for the OP12 format, gang. Yes, you heard me right. The East has finally came out its cave. You know, they did the fucking mixing. They made the lean in the ice with the Jolly Ranchers in the cup. And they came out with the tier list. And this is what they came out with. You see it on the screen right now. You know, this looks really bland. It will be very low effort. I just sit here and read you the little fucking square pictures you guys see on the screen right now. It looks like you're trying to hit them with darts. Let's go ahead and bring up the actual tier list. Wha-bam! Look what we have. Look what we have on the screen. I mean, you guys just don't know how hard it was to make this folder and to actually just load up all of these beautiful decks you guys see. This is the East tier list that they made for OP12, and we have a lot of categories we guys can see here real quick. Let's go over them for the gang here real quick. We got S tier. This is tier 1. Let's go ahead and clean this up right here. It's not a negative. This is S tier, best decks in the whole entire format, fact, not opinion. Next we have A+ tier, is tier 1.5. This is the second round of best decks in the format. We have A tier. This is tier 2. I mean, we would consider this as like your rogue picks for the format. As you guys can, we do have quite a few right here. The next tier, we have B tier, which is tier 3. These are the bench sitters. These are the people that keep all of the seats warm for everything else you guys see up on the screen right above, you know, all of these bench warmers right here. And then the C tier, we have a whole bunch of cheerleaders for tier 4. I mean, you bring this deck, you might as well just be bringing the pom-poms, Braggy. Bring out the pom-poms of heels because you ain't doing shit with them. Without further ado, let's go to get straight into this tier list that the East has made. We're going to briefly go over every single one of these cards. Once we get to the bench warmers and the cheerleaders, we are not going to be talking about any of these, you know, irrelevant decks, these waste of a space decks, to be honest with you guys. Fraud decks such as Shanks. We're not going to talk about any of these decks. We're going to go straight into these three because this is what more likely you will be seeing in the format. So let's go ahead and get started. First deck we have is BP Luffy. Do I need to say more? I told you guys for the rest of the year, it's going to be a UP Luffy format, and it's so crazy. Oh, Buggy, oh yeah, we're going to definitely cook up, guys. We're gonna change the format. No, you're not.
Part of the script. Run.
You're not. I know they don't have the structured decks, but UP Luffy's out here fucking everybody's bitch, and that's just a fact, that opinion. Next card we have right here is the GP Luffy. You guys are wondering what this art is you guys see on the screen right now. This is the GP Luffy. We have some unemployed losers really trying to farm this card because they don't know what a 9 to 5 is. They don't know what it's like to wake up at 7 o'clock, but this is the second best deck of the format. I told you this is the year of purple. This is the year of purple. It finally has the magic stick and getting all the hoes. I mean, that's just what the answer is. Next deck after this, so this is S tier, so this is definitely the best decks of the format. Nothing really challenges these two decks, to be real with y'all. Next deck we have right here is A+ tier, tier 1.5. We have Zoro coming up clutch. Like I said earlier, well, I didn't say earlier, all these other decks that you guys see in tier 1.5 and tier 2, these are going to be decks that hard counter this particular deck. A lot of people are saying, oh well, UP Luffy, if UP Luffy does not, you know, doesn't win, it's not a tier 0 deck. It is a tier 0 deck. If any of these, if this deck is forcing every other deck to play aggro aggro to beat this. Literally streamlining one deck to beat is a tier 0 deck. The only reason why you don't see tier 0 representation because everybody's playing all these hard counters to this particular deck, such as Zoro, such as Lucci. Okay, Lucci is really good. Get out the Kuzan, and you're really pretty much blowing up the whole entire board. Only thing about this Lucci deck is a 50-50 when you guys do play this deck. If you guys bring out the 10 cost Kuzan, more likely you're going to win. If they end up ramping, when I say they, I'm talking about UP Luffy. If UP Luffy ends up ramping and getting out the bigger bodies before you get out that Kuzan, you're going to lose. 50-50 type of deck. The deck that I am actually very surprised about, a lot of people are wrong about, including myself. Look, when I'm wrong, I have to tell the streets when I'm wrong, but am I really surprised? I was wrong with the West. I mean, if the West had Silver's Rally, let's be real, nobody would have played this shit. So technically, I was right. But the East, we can't say anything's bad with the East because they can just fucking take this deck right here, Rosie, and make it good. I mean, something the West has never seen or done ever since I've been in this community. I was about to say Red Shanks. Red Silver's Rally actually cooking is actually 1.5. Not surprised, it's the East. I mean, we always know there's some magic tricks going over there with the East. They just know how to cook up and make decks. That's why everybody decks and copies. Next deck we have right here is 1.5 is Kuzan. Kuzan, very good leader, always replacing its hand, and you know, I'm just really a big fan of this Kuzan, me personally speaking. One of my favorite character in the game. So this is where tier 1.5, these are pretty much the 6 best decks of the format. All these other decks are really just hard counters depending on what's being brought to their locals, the regionals, their flagships, the CSs, and you guys can really see it with this red yellow Belly Betty. Main reason why this is tier 2. We are in tier 2. The main reason why this is tier 2, hard counters UP Luffy. We have Bonnie being able to lock down the board. Very easy, very shy-stats deck in my personal opinion. Zoro actually just won the most recent CS in Japan. Want to know why? Because it beats UP Luffy. The finals was literally Zoro versus Zoro. Can't make it up. The next deck we have right here is Tigre. I'm just playing. It's yellow green law. You know what's crazy is that I keep telling you guys this is probably one of the best combo decks out there, but nobody in the West plays because they're lower level thinkers. But in the East, this is tier 2, high skill ceiling. It's crazy because it's like when I make these you know, these claims, everybody says I'm a fraud until I actually show some stats and reports, and everybody just they're peeking through their blinds in their room. It's actually crazy. Next deck we got right here is Pluffy. Anything that really cheats out bodies, really gets ahead of UP Luffy before he gets to down 8. That's the reason why it's so good. Blackbeard's really good, but like I said earlier, if this thing really does ramp a little too fast, Blackbeard just gets his back blown out. No diddy. Next deck we have right here is UI Nami. Very high skill ceiling deck. You probably won't see too many people in the West playing it, but in the East, not surprised it's here. Same thing with Calgera. Calgera is just like Pluffy. If you're able to cheat out a lot of bodies before they get to their Don 8 turn, really being able to spin, Calgera could really have a good matchup. You guys haven't even seen a Calgera on the channel, or you know, just a deck list in general, but the East seems like they're cooking with it. Find a list for this Calgera. We are definitely going to be talking about this. Our Green Smoker is a very good counter and a good matchup into a lot of these decks, such as these two, but only deck that this Our Green Smoker does lose to is this Lucci, so make sure you watch out for that if you guys are trying to test out Our Green Smoker. Anel YGOD, Yella Ganga Die, YGOD. Shout out to all my delinquents. You know, it sucks to be a yellow player because when we just look at this tier list, this is the only yellow deck in the last 3 tiers, including the one we're talking about right now in this whole entire tier list so far. We're not talking about the bench warmers, we're not talking about cheerleaders, we're talking about actual competitive deck, real decks, okay, not proxy decks, okay. This is the only yellow deck that's actually the East really sees some value in, and the other deck that seems to be really coming up out of the woodworks, you know, coming out the shed, is a green red law. You guys are wondering why, because it goes really well into UP Luffy. You guys see how dominant UP Luffy is? Any deck that forces you to keep on bringing all these decks just to beat this one deck, that means this is a tier 0 format, and I can't wait until the West starts bitching after 2, because I honestly just can't believe it. I can't wait. I just honestly cannot wait. We are going to be playing this format until November. Tell me below how you personally feel about this. UP Luffy's not changing. Look, OP12 is not changing a damn thing, and that's a fact, that opinion. Now we're getting to the bench warmers.
I smell a fraud alert, fraud alert, fraud alert, fraud alert, fraud alert, fraud alert.
25 million Americans lose more than $2.5 billion to fraud each year.
Now we're getting to the bench warmers. Now we're getting to the shoe cleaners. Now we're getting to the dishwashers. Okay, I mean that's pretty much what all these decks are. We're not going over any of these decks. Don't want to make this video unnecessary long like a lot of other people. Let's go over. We have the biggest fraud of himself, the most losing deck of all time is Shanks. We have Vegapunk. We have Rayleigh. We have RP Luffy. We have Yamato, Marco, Rosinante. We have a deck that shall not be named. I'm surprised my fucking my recording screen just didn't shut off. We have Yellow Kid. We have Yellow, Purple, Rosie. I'm actually a big fan of this deck. We have Purple, Black, Gear 5 Luffy, one of my favorite arts. We have the biggest fraud. You know what's crazy? Look at all the frauds in this tier. Holy shit, we have all the frauds. This was supposed to be the best deck of OP08. This is supposed to be the best deck of OP09. This is supposed to be the best deck of OP10. This is supposed to be the best deck of OP12. This is the fraud. You know what we're gonna do? This is gonna be the fraud list. Fraud tier. Okay, that's what this exactly was gonna be. We have nothing but frauds in this category. This is, I mean, they must had they must have had a late night dinner. You know, everybody found out they're fraud. You know, they're just sitting here celebrating, popping the rosé and champagne. I mean, we have the fraud Usopp here. We have the Crayola, Marco. I mean, this is the fraud tier list if I've ever seen one in my life. We have Purple, Blue Sanji. Very surprised this is here. I haven't seen this deck do anything. Then we have Red, Yellow, Sabo. Very surprised this is here as well. Then we have the cheerleaders, and we cannot head off the cheerleaders with these three girls right here. We have Pudding, we have Shirahoshi, and also the Rebecca. I'm telling you guys play any of these decks, more than likely you guys are gooning over the cards, and then we need to look and see what's on your laptop immediately. Okay, very questionable behavior if you're coming to a tournament with the alt arts of these two. Very questionable. Very is. We have Red, Black, Kobe. We have a Smoker, Katakuri. We have Green, Purple, Lim as a cheerleader as well. We could put that hoe up there. Then we have, you know, you can't have a cheerleading squad without the males, and that's why you guys see the Kobe, the Smoker, the Katakuri, the Arlongs. We have the, I mean, like, look, the bitches love the teddy bears, so you guys always have to put the Chopper up here, okay? The Chopper right here, and then we have Doflamingo. This is the Pred in the back, just watching all the bullshit, waiting on his time to, you know, do some crazy ass shit. I mean, that's pretty much what this tier is at this point. Look, this is the OP12 tier list. You guys really thought I was going to sit here all day and trying to have some elaborate grand scheme of what this tier list is going to be? No, we got shit to do, places to be, and bitches to go get, money to touch. You get what I'm saying? This is all I got for this OP12 tier list. This is the reason why this is the best deck, and I'm telling you right now, nothing's going to challenge this deck. It's over. It's over till fucking November. Okay, until November, it's a UP world. I hope you guys have a great and fantastic rest of the year for this One Piece card game. Me personally, I will be playing OP12, but I'm not really playing nothing right now, to be honest with you. This shit's boring, this shit's whack, and I was already tired of this meta 3 months ago when I started playing this shit on the sim. I already knew this was going to fuck up the game. It's going to kill the game on top of block rotation. And yeah, that's all I got. Tell me below what you guys think of this tier 0 format, the format revolving around UP Luffy. You guys thought it was going to change OP12? No, we're playing this until November. I hope your pussies are excited. Look, that's all I got. Tell me below what you guys think. But yeah, that's all I got. But look, before I go, if you was feeling the vibes, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It all goes.